welcome back to the travel vlogs. We are currently in Siem Reap and we've been here for almost a week and I haven't really shown you anything because we arrived on Wednesday and stayed in a posh hotel, and then Thursday morning we enjoyed said posh hotel and then came to this next hotel in the afternoon, went out for dinner, that kind of thing. Friday we had a day trip with the CCDO organisation. You will have seen that as well if you've watched my videos. Saturday and Sunday we were tired from all the kind of moving about and the big day trip that we had. So Saturday, Sunday we basically got some work done, chilled out, walked around town a little bit, but I wasn't really in the mood for vlogging. Monday we had a day trip around Angkor Wat and some of the other temples that I tried to vlog and film, so I will have put together some sort of video that you might have seen as well. Yesterday we worked all day, so we worked in the morning in the hotel room. We then went to Cafe Amazon, which is kind of one of the cafes here, to get some work done. Had dinner. Oh, actually we made friends with the German guy on Monday, so we had dinner with him on Monday and last night as well. So today is Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh yeah, today's Wednesday. So we arrived here last week and haven't shown you anything of Siem Reap. So today I want to show you around, I want to show you the market, I want to show you the canal. There's a really nice temple that we went to a couple of days ago I want to show you. We're going to go for lunch. I want to show you Pub Street and probably Pub Street tonight as well when it gets a bit busier and louder. So it's going to be a full-on day of showing you around. Now that I've kind of got my bearings a little bit, usually when I do these vlogs I'm like, oh, I wonder what's around here, or, oh, what's that over there, whereas now I'm a bit like, okay, I've got things I can show you because we've been here for a couple of days now and I kind of feel like I know the area somewhat. The other thing I want to mention is today I'm going to be trying out the Purple Panda microphone. So I use this when I do yoga videos, when I do sit down videos sometimes, but I kind of had a revelation yesterday. I was like, oh, what if I plug that into my phone and use that for videos? I think it might be good when there's, you know, traffic noise and wind noise, things like that. I did buy the Shure MV88 microphone. It was like £150, it's quite expensive. And the microphone quality is good, but the app is absolutely shite and I hate using it. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh my God, like it's so slow. And also to get the videos from there to my phone, it's just a pain. So I thought this could be a good option. So I'm going to use this the whole day to vlog. So if you see a little black thing, it's the microphone and I'm just testing it to see if it's better quality than the iPhone, but I can just use the iPhone video settings rather than this other app that I don't like. So that's going to be part of it today. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but just know that that's why the audio might be slightly different, or if any of the clips don't work with the audio, or if anything kind of goes wrong today, we know why. But I'm going to test it anyway and see how we get on. Right, let's go out and explore Siem Reap, Cambodia. So the first thing I guess I should show you is the hotel we're staying at, called Bed and Beds, with 3 Z's at the end. But so far, really enjoyed it. It's got a swimming pool and great owners. And then we're walking along this kind of dirt path to get into town. So it's not at all, you know, concrete or anything. It's literally a dirt path, which is fine. And then we're going to take a left and walk into town. So first up is to find some food. We're walking down this road. There's little places like that. I'm not sure if you can see because they're in the shade. But there's lots of little places where we hopefully will find something that is what we want to eat today. There's a lot of rice here and noodles. So rice and chicken, noodles and seafood, that kind of thing. This one looks good otherwise. So we're just looking at this place and there's stir-fried pumpkin noodles. Sorry about the traffic. There's stir-fried pumpkin noodles we might try, and also a lok lak, which is one of the famous dishes from this area. So I think we're going to get this for lunch. Here's some of the drinks available. So there's lychee drink, soybean drink, melon drink, Coca-Cola, aloe, Fanta, things like that. So this is my food that's arrived. This is the lok lak and it's basically a beef in almost like a gravy sauce with an egg and rice, and then this one has salad as well. We've got a delicious soup, and then something they have a lot of here. They always serve it with all the meals. You obviously get a spicy sauce, but you also get, I'm pretty sure it's just salt and pepper with then lime. And what you do is you squirt the lime into the salt and pepper and use that as a dip. And it is so good to dip salads and meats and rice and things like that in there. It's so flavoursome, but yeah, it's yummy. I'll show you how we do it actually. So I think if you didn't know, if you just first arrived, you would think that maybe you squirt the lime on there and then you dip things in the salt and pepper, but actually what you do is you squirt your lime into the salt and pepper, and it creates a really, really, really tasty sauce, and it's so easy to do. It's something that we're definitely going to take home with us when we go back. Well, if we ever get a home, we don't have a home, back somewhere, but you can mix that up. There's another lime there in case I need more, because there was a lot of salt and pepper there. But you basically mix that up, and then you have a delicious, delicious sauce that you can use, and it's so easy to do, but it's so effective. So try that at home if you haven't already. And that's a spicy sauce, which I don't often try because they're usually a bit too much for me. And I think they're doing Jeremy's one there now. This is supposed to be noodles with pumpkin, but he's got beef, so it's not quite what he asked for. He doesn't have a soup either. But anyway, this is the food. Okay, time to do a taste test, but this is actually quite nice. So I can have my phone quite far away and not worry about the audio, because obviously it's here. I do feel myself shouting because I'm worrying, but I thought I would do a little bit of a taste test. I'm going to try some of the beef. I'm going to dip it in the sauce, you can't see, but... Who knew lime and pepper was so delicious together?
So nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we just finished lunch. This will be a good test for the microphone with the wind to see how much you can hear. But lunch was good. We did half and half. I definitely preferred the beef lak lak. So if you come to Cambodia, there's beef lak lak, which is good, and there's also the, what's it called, the fish? Amok fish. That's always a good dish as well. So we're now going to walk into town so I can show you a little bit of the market and the canal and things like that. It's really bloody hot, so I definitely recommend sun cream and comfy shoes. But yeah, I'm excited to show you around a bit. It's weird that I've been here for almost a week and haven't really vlogged yet, so I'm excited to show you. So we're making our way into town, and this place is called the Rabbit Hole Restaurant, and I think it's like a Chinese barbecue place. It's open in the evenings, but it's made out of containers, shipping containers. If you can see, there's one up there, there's two here. So I think that's such a cool idea to have that in somewhere like Cambodia. I wouldn't really expect it because all the other buildings just look like regular buildings, and then this one is kind of perched here. So I think that's really fun with outdoor tables and lots of seating and things. Anyway, we're still walking into town now. So one thing we need to do today is to ask about motorbike hire, because we want to hire a bike tomorrow morning and go for a day trip. Yeah, he's going to ask, okay. So we want to hire a motorbike tomorrow and go for a day trip around some of the temples. So we kind of need to ask different places and compare prices. We asked the hotel owner and he said it should be about $10 to $15 per day. So it'll be interesting to compare. How much was that one?
$7 for the day.
Oh, $7 for the day, that's good. So there's quite a few of these bike places in the same sort of area. So there's normal bikes, and then there's motorbikes, and there's also electric bikes as well. So he's asking a third or fourth place now. Okay, so motorbike prices are between $7 and $10 for the day, depending on which model you get. So if you get a Vespa, was that more or less expensive?
I feel like the small ones like that, oh, you can see, like,
no.
like the smaller one are 7, and the one that are a bit more like covered, like we had in Cat Island,
Oh yeah.
it's more like 8.
Yeah, okay. So they open at 6:30, 7 o'clock. So we're just going to come around tomorrow morning and kind of decide which one we want to go with, but that's really good. Anyway,
It's the same price everywhere else.
Yeah, same price, between 7 and 10 basically. But we've now come to a roundabout, so I want to show you this. So this is the roundabout kind of at the bottom of town, and all along here in the evenings there's lots of food stalls. I might be able to show you tonight if we come out for dinner here. But we're going to go this way and head towards Pub Street. I also want to show you the market as well. But there's loads and loads of tuk-tuks here. Everybody always asks if you want a tuk-tuk. And then if we walk a little bit further, kind of to the left of that roundabout, there's a shop called Xando, which I think is a little bit like Zara and H&M. I haven't been inside, but it seems that sort of store. There's the National Bank of Cambodia is red there. And then there's an elephant statue here with 2 men on top. I hope you can see that. There's a pasta corner, and then this is kind of one of the main streets, I would say, in Siem Reap. And then Pub Street is to the right over there. In a second we'll get there. So as with a lot of Asia, there's a lot of massage parlours and things like that as well. But there is also a 7-Eleven, which was actually really helpful the other day. I'm about to get run over. It was actually really helpful the other day to break our $100 note. We can get ice creams there, we can get chocolates there, drinks, food, things like that. So if you ever need anything like toilet paper or water or just basics, there is a 7-Eleven right in the centre of town. Again, lots of tuk-tuks. This one actually has live music at night time. I believe it's that one. Yeah, no, it's not, it's further down. But some of them have music at light time, and Pub Street is there all decorated. I sent my brother a picture and he was like, oh my god, it was not like that 10 years ago. So if you've ever been to Cambodia before in Siem Reap about 10 years ago, let me know in the comment section down below if that is entirely different. So this is Pub Street. Lots of decorations. It's really quiet during the day actually, but in the evenings, we came here on Saturday evening and it was so busy with loads of people. Really loud music, especially from these two places. But yeah, I think it's a cool spot if you're like, you know, 20 and you're wanting to do that whole thing, but we're just not into it, to be honest. I actually really like the slinkies hanging up. Slinkies, that's the word, slinky. And there's all the things for Chinese New Year, there's these lights that all come on at night time. So I'll walk down this evening and show you the difference. There's lots of these places as well where you can dip your feet in and get a fish to eat your feet skin, which I think is a bit gross, but yeah, I think a lot of the food here is like pizzas and pastas and beers and like European food with like little bits of Asian food kind of mixed in. So it's not a large area. So it kind of goes down there, down that bit there, and then also that bit. So it's not a huge area really, but it is big enough and loud enough in the evenings. But yeah, pizzas, beers, music, sports, that kind of thing. There's a pizza place where you can get crocodile burgers and cocktails and things. This one is pizza, there's grill, hot stone, I guess that's pizza again. So we are now going to make our way to the shrine. We've walked past it a couple of times. It's quite interesting. The other day actually there was like two or three couples wearing wedding attire, like having their photographs taken. So it'll be interesting to see what's there today. But we're currently walking past lots of shops. This one's selling lots of fabrics and souvenirs and clothes and things like that. The clothing here is super cheap. You can get a t-shirt for $1. They also have lots of, we'll go to the market after, but they have loads of things in the market as well, like purses and little elephants made out of stone and things like that. So it's quite nice to look around, although it is very touristy. We went to the Asia market, this place, the other day. Again, it had lots of different food things. If you're looking for biscuits or cakes or breakfast foods, cereals, bread, things like that, that's also a good place to go. But we are still walking up towards the shrine. There's more motorbikes here for rent. There's always lots of luggage for sale, suitcases and bags and things, which is interesting. So we're still walking up to the shrine, but I love when hotels have things like this, like the elephants outside. And especially like it with the Chinese New Year things. Super cute. Anyway, it should just be here. I think it's here on the right hand side, so we're nearly there. So the shrine is down there that we're walking towards, but this is another Asia supermarket. This one's bigger than the other one that I showed you. But we actually came in here to get sun cream because we didn't have any, and we thought if we're going to go on a motorbike tomorrow, so we came here the other day to pick up some cream. And then on the right hand side here, there's a shopping mall where I think there's a Lucky supermarket. We didn't actually go in there, but I think there's probably restaurants and shops and things in there as well. So if you ever wanted to have a look in there, that's also available. The Heritage Walk it's called. So we have made it to the shrine and to the temple. So there's a shrine here in front. You can see that woman offering incense sticks at the front. This is the shrine. And then this is the temple that's next to the shrine. I'm sure you can hear the music through the microphone. Jeremy's all the way up there already. But I think I might have a look in today. I've not looked in yet so far. There's somebody here selling birds, which we've seen a few times. I think that you release them and it's like a meditation or a prayer or something. And you probably wish for things. This is where we saw people getting married the other day. And then as we walk around, this is the entrance to the temple, and then there's another person there selling Oh, turtles as well. And birds. So I've just taken my shoes off there. We're going to go inside this temple. Oh, it's live music, I didn't realise. So the music has stopped for a little minute, so I'll be able to talk to you, but there's people snoozing.
For you?
And then there's these people, which I think you pay, and then they've put a bracelet on your arm and send you like...
Oh, it's got the book like you were doing last time.
Oh, it's the book on the head thing. These are full of money, so you can see just how much money gets donated to these temples. And then there's some monks here again, I'm not sure if they offer you blessings. There's holy water, I think. Temple behind me. Something I will say, if you're coming to Asia and wanting to visit lots of temples, wear shoes that you can slide on and off, because I always have to sit on the floor or on a bench and put my trainers back on again because I have to tie them. I can't just slip them in and out, so either get espadrilles or flip-flops or sandals or some sort of shoes that you can take on and off easily. A lot of people here wear Crocs. Yeah, a lot of people wear Crocs in that style shoe. Jeremy's wearing paillots, which I'll leave linked down below. It's a French brand of espadrilles and he loves them. But it was worth going to. I really enjoyed it in there. It's quite small compared to some of the other temples we've been to, obviously, but I think it's worth a visit. So there's the temple over there, and then just around here there's these gardens. I'm not sure what that building at the end is or who these statues are, to be totally honest, but it is a lovely place to come and look around. Like I said, this is where people were getting their wedding photos taken, which I think would look beautiful with the buildings behind and kind of this setting. It's very, very pretty. And then there's this big white gate with these big green gates as well. So pretty. Okay, I'm getting thirsty, so I'm about to drink some water, and we use Life Straw. This is not sponsored, by the way, but we each have one of these. Jeremy's is black, mine is white, and we use Jeremy's every single day. Mine not as often because I just steal his water. It basically filters out all the bacteria and the nastiness from any water source. You can literally pour like river water in there and then you'll be able to drink clean water out the straw. So I'll leave it linked because it is a really good water bottle for when you're travelling. Look how gorgeous this building is. Anyway, the river is literally just there. I'm not sure if it's a river or a canal, I think it's the river. And I'm going to show you a beautiful temple, I'm going to show you the riverside, so still lots of things to see. So I just wanted to show you this bridge and how Christmassy it is. I think it's so cute. But it seems like there's a market or something here with these white tents, so we're going to go and have a look. And I'm not sure if these things are here all the time or if that's to do with Christmas and New Year or if it's just always up. But anyway, Jeremy's gone without me, so I need to catch him up. So this is the white tents that I just showed you. It seems like they're still setting up, or maybe it's just a night market, I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem to be super open right now. But there's books, Rich Dad Poor Dad. There's clothes, there's watches there. 1,000 for one book. 25 cents, that's good. Oh, these are cute little crop t-shirts. Crop tops and dresses and things. There's also sunglasses. There's food. We kept walking. Is that deep fried sandwiches? Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. We have now decided to walk along the river, and then we're going to go to a beautiful temple that we saw the other day. There was some sort of ceremony going on. There we are. Where we're not sure if it was somebody's birthday or if it was a wedding. I think I filmed a little bit, so I can pop that in now. But yeah, it is lovely to walk along the riverside. It's actually nicer in the shade because the sun is hot. And we actually ate out here yesterday. We got some rice and sausage from someone, one of the street vendors, and then came and ate by the river, which was quite nice. How pretty is this? So they still have these cute little Christmas trees up, but I'm pretty sure this is new. I don't think this was here the other day because we've walked down here already, and I think this is something I would have remembered. But it's so cute with the flags. That's so lovely. So we are walking to the temple that I told you about. We just walked past this place called Chanray Tree, and it looks so beautiful, so I thought I would show you. I might have to see online how much that is. And then they've also got these red lanterns, which I don't think were here beforehand, so I'm not sure what day they celebrate the Chinese New Year here, because on Monday he was like, oh, it's day 3 of the Chinese New Year, so it's going to be busy. But I wonder if they'd celebrate maybe day 5 or day 7, because it seemed like the white market earlier. We also saw a stage there, I forgot to tell you. So I think that maybe they're going to have some live music. But how beautiful is that place? So we're walking past this shop. I love this chair. If I had a house, I'd get 2 of those and one of them for a balcony or for a garden or something. And there's baskets and these things and bowls and a rocking chair and lanterns, laundry basket. I love these. I bet they wouldn't be that expensive either, because you're getting them from the source rather than from somewhere else. But I love them. How beautiful is this building? I love it. Jeremy's just looked quickly at the drinks menu, and mocktails are about $5, actual cocktails are about $6. But yeah, love that. It's called the Sokak River Lounge. So pretty. One thing to point out is there's quite a few bridges crossing from one side to the other side of the river. This side seems like the most touristy side, although the other side there is also markets at night time. But I just think they are so pretty, and I love how they're decorated with these flags as well. But most of them are different, which I also think is pretty cool. And we have made it to the temple. I'm going to leave the information of everywhere I've gone today in the description box as always, so you'll be able to see exactly which temple this is. But we were saying the other day that we love this, like the gold and the red together, this burgundy colour. And then this is the temple, so I'm facing the sun, so it's not the best light, but the other day when we came here there was a ceremony here. And it's quite a large complex, there's quite a few buildings. So in here it says, not to do any evil, to cultivate good, to purify one's mind. This is the teaching of the Buddhas. I love that, and that's on this huge sculpture, what are we calling it? There's also this big boat in like the courtyard area. So I just read this sign here. I'm going to leave it on screen so you can pause and read that if you want to. It talks about the boat and also the lying down Buddha that's in the temple. And these are some of the, I never know what you call these. So please take off your shoes and hat in order as a sign of respect the statue that our forefather built and placed in the temple in BE 1900. So I think it's in there. There's the big Buddha there, and then if you go around the back you can see the laying down Buddha, which was what was talked about on the thing that I left on screen earlier. So this is the lying down Buddha up close. You can see there's some money there on the palm and the face, and there's a little shrine there, and then this incredible fabric, and then the feet at the end there. That we saw inside were in there, and then all the way around the outside there's these incredible, they're not even paintings, they're 3D, so they're like 3D sculptures, so incredibly detailed. Okay, maybe I won't go all the way around because we've not even done a quarter of it, but you get the idea. There's loads of these 3D paintings, I would say, all the way around the outside, and it's so incredibly detailed. Even it's got sparkles on it. Can you see that? Like the clothes are sparkly when it's a special outfit. And just to show you that these are in 3D, can you see that? How it's not flat, it's sticking out. So they're all a tiny bit 3D, like even the leaves up at the top. Okay, this guy's explaining it all, and I think I was going around backwards. I think it goes this way, but you get the point. And then I've come back to the entrance, and Jeremy's talking to the locals. I love that. So this sculpture is depicting some birds eating, I'm not sure if that's an evil person or something. There's a Buddha there, there's two really skinny, frail men, and then there's two horses with two people on a carriage. So this is the writing that's behind this sculpture. Again, I've taken a photograph, so I'll leave it on screen so you can pause the video if you want to read what it says. But it's a little story basically about this man on a chariot going on a journey and seeing different people and asking about them basically. So this is around the back of the temple. Jeremy's making friends with the dog. But there's water there that the dog was drinking from. I don't know if you'll be able to see. But there's these peacocks and two horses. Anyway, we're going to keep exploring. I think I'd like to go back there if we can. I think this is where the monks live, so I don't know if we're allowed, but we can have a look. So we're walking around the back here, like I said, and you can see some of the monks' clothes hanging up to dry. So I think this is their living quarters that you can see there. There's these orange robes, and there's some more here that are hanging up. So, oh, look at this cat. There's two there. You're cute. You got your tongue out. You got your tongue out.
This one over there.
Oh, there's another one apparently. Oh yeah. Oh, and this one. Oh my goodness. The life of a cat, hey? Hi, good morning. Good morning. Oh, big stretch. Cute. Anyway, so I guess this is where the monks live. So it's actually quite a big complex. There's these wooden buildings that we just walked past. And then there's this one, there's another temple over there, another temple over there. And then that's the one that we were just in. So it is quite large. Look at this building, like the roof. And all the gold and all the details. So pretty. So there's also a little section here with animals. So there's deer, there's peacocks, there's these white birds as well, which I'm not sure what they are, and I'm also not sure of the relevance of them and the importance of them, but there's quite a few of them, as you can see. But this is the building where there was that celebration the other day. So there was a stage built in the middle, there was a tent out here, there was a band and music and prayer and lots of different things going on. And I don't think I filmed too much because I didn't really think it was going to be, I thought it might be there all the time, but turns out it's actually an empty hall. So it's interesting to see it like this as well. But it's also a little bit windy right now, so this will be interesting to see how the audio sounds as I'm talking using this microphone compared to my iPhone. I think it would be struggling right now with this wind. I think this view right here is beautiful. You've got the trees and the flowers and things like that. You've also got the statues, and then you've got the beautiful roof behind with the gold and the red. So beautiful. And then I put you on wide angle there so you can see just everything all in one, including some tourists, which is fun, but so pretty. And then there's also this view with the buildings behind, the flowers, the cows. Oh, so gorgeous. So we finished at the temple. I definitely think it's worth coming to visit because it is quite big, and it's lovely to see the big laying down Buddha and the stories and things like that and the statues. So definitely worth visiting. Like I said, I will leave the information in the description box down below so you can see exactly where we are visiting during today. But I now want to head towards the market and show you around there, show you the souvenirs and all the different things that are available. Jeremy's just getting a WhatsApp number from that guy that he was talking to is actually a tuk-tuk driver. So Jeremy got his number in case he wants to do a day trip with him, right?
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Good English. To know about things.
Yeah, that'd be good. Right, on to the market. You can see actually the food people setting up already for tonight, for the evening. So we were just on our way to the market and I saw this, which I thought was really cool. So they support staff through university and further education. They proudly donate a percentage of our profits to landmine clearance. Imagine a company in England saying that. Our produce is as organic and chemical free as possible. We're a social enterprise and desire to see change and ability to do so. 90% of waste is either composted or recycled. We are passionate about environmental sustainability. Our suppliers are chosen because they support the community. We are gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian and food intolerant friendly. Everything is prepared fresh daily and we try to put a smile on your face. I love that. I think that's such a cute little cafe. Really great concept. Oh my god, a Buddha bowl. How much is a Buddha bowl? $6.50. Maybe we come here for lunch at some point and treat ourselves because we usually spend about €2, $2, not $6, but cool place. I like that. So we have made it to the market and I wanted to show you some of the things available. So there's kind of beachy bags. There's lots of clothes with elephants on them, like these shirts, like these trousers. They're very like the backpack 101 essentials. There's also flip-flops and coconut bowls and spoons and little souvenir things, bracelets, bags. I think these could be great for cosmetics. I'd actually like to buy 1 or 2 of those. But it's basically a whole block and then there's more market stands actually inside as well. You've got bed covers, tablecloths, table runners, sarongs, pashminas, silk t-shirts, hats, paintings as well. There really is kind of every kind of tourist thing you could ever want. I actually really like these pink elephants. I think they're super cute, and also the Buddhas and things. So if you ever wanted to take anything home, this is kind of the place to do so. These are actually quite heavy though, considering, oh, that one's not too bad. I felt one the other day that was really heavy. But yes, it's a great place to get some cheap clothing. We saw somewhere the other day that was selling t-shirts for $1. So if you ever end up in Cambodia without any clothing, you could definitely come here and stock up. They also have a lot of things like this, like Adidas, Nike, what else, Columbia, Polo, Ralph Lauren, things like that, and I never know if they're real or fake. So if you're not bothered about it being fake, they do also have things like this. I mean, it looks real, but I don't know if it actually is or not. I don't know, it's always hard to tell, isn't it? But what else have we got here? We've got some different teas. Oh, lemongrass tea made in Cambodia, that could be delicious. Lime leaf tea, how much is that? It didn't say. I don't have a tea strainer or anything, but oh, I think that's for the fish, the amok fish curry we were talking about earlier. Dried tomatoes, that looks like candy. Jackfruit is disgusting. Got pineapples and mango, lots of different things. Okay, so we're now going inside so I can show you a little bit of what else there is. There's lots of different shoes, and again there's lots of fake shoes. So that's obviously YSL rip-off. They've got, I don't know if that's meant to be Gucci or D&G or what, but lots of different shoes, lots of different fake bags as well. So you can see here like the Chanel shoes, the Gucci shoes, and the bags and things like that. So it's quite interesting to see all these things. These shoes are everywhere and we love them. They're so practical for if you're like going to temples and things like that, because you can just slide them on and off, but they're so fun. Always see like adults and children wearing those shoes. And there is also a section right in the middle with food, which we didn't see when we popped in last time. So there's lots of seafood, and I'm sure you can get food here as in like a meal to eat now, but you can also get veggies and things to take home. So let's have a quick look. There's some of the fish available. Let's just chopping one up now, or cleaning it. There's lots of fresh veggies as well, which look delicious. And they've got some of the fish here drying out, so they've got a fan on it to dry it out. So they're pretty dry now, but there's these ones that are a little bit more fresh. I wonder what's in all these pots. It looks like either fish or dried things, I'm not sure. And then this is the fruit section, so lots of apples and pears and grapes and cherries and kiwis and all sorts of goodness. Bananas. They look so good as well. Pomegranate even. I still don't know what this is. I don't know if that's a fruit or a vegetable, so if you know, let me know. You can get watermelon, that looks delicious. And then they've got ready-made food as well. Spring rolls looks so good. Noodles. You can get these barbecue bits. And then right next to the food is more tourist stuff, like bags and t-shirts and things like that. And it seems to be there's more food over here, so I thought I'd have a look here as well. Wow, look at these crabs. That smells delicious. Oh my goodness. I wish you could smell that. There's so much goodness here. So many yummy foods. Okay, and so this is the meat section. There's lots of meat hanging up, sausages, different types of meat. This is, I think, all beef. Maybe pork. Oh yeah, there's a pig trotter. And there's also lots and lots of jewellery here as well, so you can get some really blingy things if you want to. So Cafe Amazon is also something worth mentioning because it is the place that we have been going in Cambodia, both in Phnom Penh and here in Siem Reap to work. So Jeremy gets an iced matcha latte and I get an iced lemon tea. It's delicious, but it's just a great place to sit and work in with the AC and enjoy a drink as well. So I just asked Jeremy and he said we pay about $3.55 every time we go in there. So $3.50 for 2 drinks, which I think is pretty reasonable considering Starbucks is probably more like 5 or 6 per drink. So yeah, really enjoyed Cafe Amazon. It's nice decoration as well in there. It's always nice and quiet and there's people working, students, things like that. Okay, so we are now walking back to the hotel. We're going to get some work done for the next 3 hours. It's about 4 p.m. I think we're going to come back at 7 p.m. for some dinner and go for a walk round. So I'll make sure to show you Pub Street so you can see that at the night time as well. So I'll see you later. Okay, so it's now 7:30 and we're coming out for dinner. So I thought I would take you with us and show you what we end up eating. It's going to be some variation of chicken and rice and noodles, I'm sure. But I also want to quickly show you Pub Street. Not that that's our cup of tea particularly, but I think it's interesting to see the contrast from earlier on today versus in the evening because it seems to be quite a lot louder and busier when we've been, which is not often to be honest, but anyway. Yeah, we've just been chilling, getting some work done. I also watched some Love Island. Last night's Love Island. Is anybody else watching? Right, I'll let you know when we get to the restaurant and what we end up eating. So this place has been one of our favourites. We've been twice so far. We tried to go back a 3rd time and they were already too full to have us. They had to send us away, but it's called Siem Reap hand-pulled noodles and dumplings. It's delicious, so I'd recommend that place if you're looking for food in Siem Reap. Okay, we are back at Pub Street. It's actually not that loud. I was saying this morning how loud it was. It's actually not that bad. Last time we were here, the bar both on the right and the left were like screaming music. It was so loud. But anyway, it is a little bit busier. I guess on a Saturday it's probably worse, but it's also only 7:30, so I think maybe later on in the evening it might get louder. Okay, then this is the crossroads where I was at earlier when I told you that it goes down there, and then also down there. There's also some live music here tonight.
So many
people selling balloons. People selling other like lights and ice cream things and all sorts. This is the same bit I walked up this morning, earlier on today, when I was showing you about the pizza place. I think this is the one that had kangaroo burgers, for example. That was all closed up earlier. I think all the tables were all stacked on top of each other, so it really does come alive in the evening, which is nice to see. It's interesting because last time we came here on Saturday, the music was so loud. There were so many people using like the fish manicure things, loads of people in the bars and restaurants, and it's actually not that bad right now, so I kind of feel silly for saying what I did. But it is also 7:30 on a Wednesday evening, so I think that also has something to do with it, whereas last time it was maybe like 8 or 9 p.m. on a Saturday, but it's still busy. It's just not as bad as I was expecting. Okay, here's the final look of Pub Street before we get some food. These are the fish spa things as well. It says, please feed our hungry fish your dead skin. It's so gross. Here's some more hungry fish. So there's also quite a few restaurants around here. This one is fine Mexican and Khmer cuisine. There's also a Greek kitchen there. There's a couple of nice shops and restaurants. It is very touristy, but it's nice to have different options if you're sick of eating noodles and rice basically. And then in terms of the market, the food places are all closed, but the places selling kind of bags and clothes and souvenirs is all open. I'm not sure what time they close, I guess probably about 10 p.m, something like that. But there's still quite a few of these open if you want to do some evening shopping. And then in the evenings, all along the river here, you can see there's these food vendors. So we've eaten here a couple of times. We've had squid the last 2 nights and noodles and things like that. There's also juices and soups, lots of different options all the way along. So it's really great for just getting different foods, and you can get different food from different places and kind of combine meals, which is good. It does have pancakes, which I would not recommend. They are not great. But apart from that, everything else has been good so far. So we've come to one of the places because we looked at the menu and they had chicken with cashew nut, which I thought would be nice, so I think I'll have that with rice. So we're back at the hotel. Dinner was really, really good, really enjoyed that. We're just going to chill tonight. I need to finish a video for tonight. I also want to look at hotels in Thailand and look at temples for tomorrow because we're going to do a motorbike trip. We're going to hire a motorbike and go off to lots of different temples. So you can stay tuned for that video, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed looking around Siem Reap a little bit and seeing what the city is all about, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!